The left is preparing us for education camps. This video has some Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, just all these leftist weirdos that basically do not like that we have free speech. They will eventually imprison us for it. Free speech is on the ballot, guys. Kamala Harris has come out against it, and it's weird that she's still running. 50% of America wants to vote for her, though she is opposed to free speech. I'm John Mike Keene.
But I also think there are Americans who are engaged in this kind of propaganda. And whether they should be civilly or even in some cases criminally charged is something that would be a better deterrence, because
they want to deter us from propaganda. By the way, no one offers more propaganda than the Democrats. Their entire campaign is pure propaganda. They own all media. We catch them in lie after lie. But she said they're talking about jailing our side. She's never going to talk about jailing their side. Hillary, which Democrat needs to be jailed for propaganda? It will never occur to her. Here's evil Kamala Harris.
He has lost his privileges, and it should be taken down. And the bottom line is that the same rule has to apply, which is that there has to be a responsibility that is placed on these social media sites to understand their power. They are directly speaking to millions and millions of people without any level of oversight or regulation. And that has to stop.
That's Kamala Harris wanting to regulate specifically Elon Musk's Twitter, where she also says it has to be taken down. She's evil. Now, here's someone good on the subject. Here's Tulsi Gabbard.
In our government, often working through their arms in the mainstream media and big tech, doing exactly what our founders rejected, trying to control what we, the people, are allowed to see and say under the guise of protecting us from so-called misinformation or disinformation.
That's both Hillary and Kamala just now said what Tulsi Gabbard is warning us about. They call it misinformation, and then suddenly they can make it a police action of having social media shut us down, or more and more, courts throwing you in prison.
Now, of course, they appoint themselves as the sole authority and voice of truth, of information, backed by the most lethal force on earth with the power to target anyone they deem a threat. They alone are the ones, self-designated, who get to decide what is true and what is false.
That's why as a test, I only want to know from Kamala Harris or Hillary Clinton or any Democrat you know, which Democrat has lied, or is it only Republicans? Which Democrat has spread misinformation? I only want one name. Name one that could possibly be prosecuted or even called out publicly. Name one leftist, Democrat, or mainstream media force or politician that has spread misinformation. They have zero, none, no example, because this is purely a definition made to persecute Republicans and conservatives.
What is information and what is misinformation or disinformation? They say they're doing this for us, that they're doing this for our own good, to protect the people. But in reality, the truth is they think that we're too stupid to think for ourselves, too stupid to discern for ourselves and to draw our own conclusions.
They love that power. This is to keep themselves in power. Here's the worst example of them all. This gal, Paula Collins, she's running for Congress in New York's 21st district. She is running against Elise Stefanik. Here she lets the quiet part come out loud. Oops, they want us in education camps.
Even if we were to have a resounding blue wave come through, as many of us would like, putting it all back together again after we've gone through this MAGA nightmare and re-educating, basically, which that sounds like a rather a re-education camp. I don't think we really want to call it that. I'm sure we can find another way to.
Yeah, she's for the re-education camp. She just wants a different way of putting that term. She is not against the camp. She's against the term she said sounds really bad. And this is their plan after MAGA. Remember, this is after they win this election in 2024. Their plan is re-education camps because they have to go back and scrub everyone's minds of their evil, deplorable thinking. Guys, are you on the fight against these apparatchiks? Are you ready to resist, and get Trump in office to foil these weirdos. I'm John Mike Keene.